Windbreakers. I think it's called like Hidden Feelings. They haven't really. It's just a dude in the school that dresses as a woman. This episode breaks down how like what made him like that, and it shows back to when he was a kid and he just liked cute shit. But he was just like, well, other kids won't accept me, so I'm just gonna lock that shit away. And then he met like an older couple, and the wife was just like mad fashionable, and he seen her in her room putting on lipstick, getting herself together. Then she left. He went and like grabbed about to grab the lipstick. Then the wife showed up, and then she was just like, "So you like this, huh, little nigga?" Backhand. I'm just playing. No, I'm just joking. No,
you're a boy.
No, but she basically put the lipstick on him. He broke down. He was like, bro, why the fuck am I like this, bro? Like, I can't show nobody this shit. And the mom was just like, bro, you shine the most when you actually act like who you really are. And he just broke down crying, messed up the lipstick, and she fixed it. I ain't gonna even lie. How they did that scene, beautiful. I ain't gonna lie. I was in that bitch. I was like, I'm about to tear up, nigga. I was like, bro, this supposed to be a fighting anime. I'm like, this is bullshit. Next episode, they get to a motherfucking red light district, got the thumping. I was like, yes, sir, we back.
Hair on them tears, bro. Punch a nigga.
Hell yeah, nigga. Give me a shot. Put some hair on my chest. Real niggas out here struggling with these fists. What the fuck is wrong with me, man?
I punched your feelings away.
Fuck. Real niggas don't drink milk. I was like, damn, I need to do some push-ups. Knuckle push-ups.
Knuckle push-ups on hardwood.
On hardwood, nigga.
Guess what?
I ain't playing out here. You could be hurt.
For real.
Yeah, bro. Certain animes get you. Then that shit just caught me when I wasn't ready. I was like, bro, my guard was down. I had to put my guard up when I was about to cry. It was just like, bro, I ain't crying, nigga. My eyes sweating. Working out all day.
I work out so hard, my eyes sweat.
Yeah, real nigga shit. Mm-hmm. I ain't cried not one time in my life.
I came out the womb hard.
Hell yeah. Doctor smacked me on the ass. I punched that nigga. Ain't no bitch in my blood, nigga. It's nothing but thug.
Wah.
Wow. I came out the pussy with a deep voice. I ain't got no deep voice. Man.
Had a full beard out the pussy. What you talking about?
Hell yeah.
Grown man.
It was like
came out that bitch smoking a cig.
It was like, good God, this nigga's hard. It was like, wow. Said, mama, get that nigga fuck. Oh my gosh. I know you don't really watch wrestling, but it's a female wrestler. Her name is Zoey Stark. Horrible fucking injury recently. Like, she was in the middle of the match, her leg went the wrong way.
Ooh.
And you hear her just scream out. I was like, no.
Wait, so it was like, so are the wrestling events live? Like all of them?
Yeah, the Netflix ones, yeah.
Ooh, that mean they saw that in real time.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's on Netflix. And the thing about her is when she showed up, which was at the Royal Rumble, you know, she like a short, swole girl. Mm-hmm. And the biggest girl on there, she just picked her up and then slammed her ass and the crowd went crazy. So she has massive potential. And they don't really put her in the limelight as much because like she ain't charismatic. So she can't really like cut a promo and be good. Like Liv Morgan and like Rhea Ripley, they can cut. Like Rhea can't really cut promos. It's just her character that makes her work. But Liv is that bitch. She's just good. She created a great personality and it just works. She pisses everybody off.
That's a responsibility of a good heel.
Yep. So she does a good job. So when Zoey, like, we don't even know what she's going to blossom into and her to get injured, that shit hurt my feelings.
Yeah, that sucks when you're at the start.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're trying to gain some traction and now I'm gone for 6 months.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So shit might be longer. So who knows? Now, the one like injury that hurt my feelings because I was liking his character. This was like years ago, but his name was Finn Balor. They just created the new WWE Championship, and then they had a main event match to see who was going to get it. He won that match, but his shoulder got dislocated in the middle of it, and I think he tore something bad. He still finished the match because the nigga does something called I think he was fighting Seth Rollins, and he did a move called the buckle bomb. When he picks you up for a power bomb, throws you into the corner, and you just land, and it dislocated right then.
Ooh.
But he didn't throw him in the corner. It was outside of the ring. He did it and fucked up his shoulder. And I mean, when I tell you, he was on a heater, bro. Like this nigga Finn Balor, he had like, cause he comes out, his entrance got everybody into it. because he has one part of his entrance when like he like does a little taunt right when the beat hit, and the crowd all does it, and then the lights go low, and as soon as it's like he does that shit, it just lights up. Perfect entrance. And then he has another persona where he just Demon King Finn Balor. He has never lost a match as Demon King. So when he come out like that, you're losing. So he was on a heater, and then that injury just derailed him.
Sucks.
So I just hope that don't happen to Zoey Stark, bro. That shit fucking sucked. It's like, damn it. Shit. Oh, so yeah, I have been seeing this thing about people asking who would win, Luffy or Naruto.
Wasn't this? We've had this conversation on pod before.
Mm-hmm. The reason why people are saying Luffy now is because Gear 5. That nigga Kizaru shot like a light beam that was supposed to do some real damage. That nigga ate that bitch. Literally.
Wait, really?
Yes. He shot the beam. He just ate that hoe.
I will say once Luffy has a firm understanding on what his ability actually is,
I don't think he should.
Nothing's stopping him.
I don't think he should. That Toon Force is strong with that young Padawan.
Like, he still thinks it's just rubber. It's not.
Well, I mean, he can tap in that shit, no problem now.
But in his mind, he's still thinking I'm just being able to do this shit because I'm rubber. It's not rubber, it's imagination. And once he figures that out, it's over.
I kind of think he does know.
I don't know.
Yeah, because when he fought against Kizaru, it looked like it. He's just joking around, having a good time. Oh, and I am not ready for this Kuma part because I didn't read the manga, but then I did see a TikTok where somebody like put all the panels up there. Mm-hmm. I got like halfway through. I was like, I don't want to watch this. Because it's good. It's getting to that part now.
Oh, that's why everybody was like, yo, y'all not ready.
And it gets fucking worse, bro.
It's like, y'all not ready. Y'all about to start crying when this next part happens.
I got to a little bit of it and I was like, stop. Uninstall. What the fuck? Hell no, nigga. I ain't gonna even lie. I don't know why I love this comment, but like when you see like it's on random videos, so you like I'm pretty sure you might have seen it, but like you'll see like this heartwarming video of like people coming back from deployment and they see their dogs and their dog's reaction. Ooh. And then in the comment section they were just like, bruh, I don't want this wholesome shit on my racism app. I fucking died when I saw that, bro. Cried laughing. I was like, y'all niggas is fucking next level to this shit.
The internet remains undefeated because these niggas will take everything and make it a joke.
Bruh, and they too
a meteor
good,
could be flying to the planet.
Yeah.
And they're like making the wildest jokes possible.
You gotta love that shit, though.
Like, now we ain't got to deal with the niggers. Like, what?
You like, why?
At a time like this, why would you say that?
Bro, and I gotta talk about another comment. It's a manga I'm reading called, manhwa. It's called, I think, Final Regression. So basically, like this nigga, the strongest dude in the world, showed up to his clan, killed everybody, kids, the dogs, killed all them niggas.
God damn.
So, you know, he got older, then he talked to one of his people that he was cool with, and he was like, hey, bruh, I don't know if this is true or not, but we got like this forbidden technique that can send you back in the past. But you just gotta have the materials. This nigga spent the rest of his life finding it. He found it. This nigga had, like, when he seen the dude again, he had like one arm, one eye. This nigga was just like fucked up. And then when he finally showed him, he was like, boom, it looked like he died. I was like, damn, nigga, like, your life's work. So basically, he ends up going back. He as soon as he goes back, he's in a tournament. I almost fast forward this. I'm not going to explain this, but he ends up winning the tournament, and then he goes back to where his resident is, and then he gets to see like his almost like his servant, which is a big girl, but basically her martial art is just to protect him. So the side effect of her martial art is she gets bigger, but like when she was younger, she was like the most beautiful girl in the set. And then she did that shit, and then
it's
like
gets bigger
because she had like her martial art was like iron skin or something like that. So if a nigga tried to attack him, she can get in the way and take the damage. So her body is strong enough to do that. But the side effect of learning that martial art is you gain a lot.
So she like fat?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, gotcha.
So it was like one episode when he was just like, no. He was like, I got another right hand, and then I got a left hand. It was like, okay, what is Leon, which is the girl? What is she? She's like, oh, that's my heart. And then I was like, oh, that was tough. Get to the rest of the fucking, finish the chapter. I go into the comments section. They were just like, bro, that nigga's a beast. He can fight and work heavy machinery. I was like, what the fuck? I cried when I seen that shit, dog. I was like, that nigga is nice. I didn't expect that, dog. I was like, y'all niggas is fucking terrible.
Some of y'all niggas just need to not be on the internet.
Y'all are too good with that shit, bro. Too
That's
good.
so crazy to say.
And work heavy machinery is wild behavior.
What's wrong with people, yo?
Fucking
Oh
dying
my
laughing.
god, that's funny.
But yeah, man, I definitely like read way too much manga right now.
I know. I just finished editing the last pod and I was like, damn, this nigga been reading shit.
I read a little bit like too much.
This nigga read everything.
Yeah.
This nigga just goes on a random site and just scrolls through everything imaginable.
Well, I usually go and I'm like, oh, 70 chapters. Bam.
It's just 70 chapters.
Yep.
And just read all 70 in one sitting.
Yep.
I couldn't.
That's why I like mix so much up now. So everything reminds me of just like, I'd be like, oh yeah, you talk about the nigga who always says believe it and has a straw hat. What are you watching? Luffy Uzumaki never said that.
Luffy Uzumaki.
So everything like grafting together in my mind. So I gotta like rewatch some certain shit just to get it right.
Somebody did say that why didn't Goku and Vegeta wish Raditz back?
Why?
My thought exactly.
That nigga was useless.
By the time Goku and Vegeta made it, like, by the time they were cool, why?
Like my thing is he was weaker than a Cyberman.
Exactly. Well, what, like, there would be no real benefit to them besides, hey, we got another Saiyan. But so, like, Vegeta definitely wasn't doing it. Look at how he looked at Nappa.
Yeah.
Soon as Nappa got crippled, he killed him. He's not
expendable.
worried about that. And Goku just don't give a fuck. Goku's not some grand hero that you may think he is. Goku just wants to fight.
But I'll say this, man, like watching these previous episodes, you get to see that he does give people chances.
Several. He gave, before he touched Raccoon, he said, this is your one chance to take this opportunity, run with it. I'm giving you an opportunity. You have your ass out. You're not winning this fight. Then teleported.
He's like, yeah. I was like, bro,
Then
Raccoon.
teleported past him and went to Berta and Jason. Was like, I'm giving y'all the opportunity as well.
Where the fuck he come from?
They swung at him. He stepped past them and went back to Raccoon and was like, last chance.
Last chance for what? Me to do my most strongest attack? I was like, bro, your strongest attack was you getting hit. That's crazy work.
First of all, getting elbowed in the diaphragm is devastating. No wonder Vegeta was like, bro, what the fuck is he? It ain't what is he. It's he knows exactly where to hit. He elbowed him in the diaphragm. It's over.
Do you think after Vegeta got his Sensu beam, he was stronger than everybody in the Ginyu Force except for Captain Ginyu?
Yes. And that shows itself later when he's fighting Ginyu. He is stronger than no. When
Hell no.
because at that point Ginyu was weakened.
I'm about to say because Goku was stronger than Ginyu, but Ginyu was getting at him. He was getting his shit for real.
Who, Goku?
Ginyu.
No, I'm saying Ginyu was getting in Goku.
Yeah,
That's before Goku powered up to as strong as he could get.
that's true.
By that, once he did that, then Ginyu was like, oh hell no.
Yeah, that was it.
And Chase was in the background like, Captain, you sure we don't want to get Frieza?
He said, man, shut the fuck up. I got control.
No, you don't. You started throwing pebbles at him and they just bounced off of him.
This nigga said, watch out, Jace. Rock toss. I was like, shut the fuck up.
And then ran behind Jason was like, did it work?
Bruh, that was so fucking funny, bruh. So fucking funny.
He's still standing there.
But who do you think they should have revived in the show?
I've always gone with the Saiyan race as a whole, but
No,
actually I'm lying. I'm definitely lying about that. They should never be brought back. If I'm being honest, no Saiyan should be brought back because all of them are going to behave like Vegeta. Vegeta only got tamed because he had nowhere else to go.
Well, I think Bardock would have been tamed quicker.
Bardock only because
He's the smartest man on the planet.
Only because it was like he had seen the truth of everything by the time he died. So it's like he was put in his place by Psychic Fishman. So by that point, he had been swayed. Outside of him, all the other Saiyans were like ruthless savages. So it's like, I'm not bringing y'all back for what? Despite the fact that Frieza was the person that did it, them niggas should have been put down.
Oh, I don't know why. I was thinking this at one point. Why the fuck they never use the Dragon Balls just to make like Kami immortal?
Why would you want?
Y'all never gonna lose the Dragon Balls again.
I mean, Kami wouldn't have gone anywhere if it wasn't for the fact that Piccolo came and absorbed him anyway.
Well, we need to keep his ass on the lookout, keep him safe. And if you're immortal, then now even if Piccolo died, you'll still be here. Still got Dragon Balls.
Piccolo needed him.
Why?
Even though ultimately it did nothing. Because he needed to fight Cell, which is why he absorbed Kami in the first place.
Did he fight Cell first?
Yes,
he did. He pulled up on him. I just thought about it.
He pulled up on him after he absorbed the whole city and spin kicked his ass. So
Piccolo got his Cell at first, and then second fight, boy.
To be fair, Piccolo was exhausted as well by that point. He had just fought 17. But yeah, he got dragged through the mud that second fight.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no Saiyan should be brought back though. Fuck that. Never.
Nah, I'm with you on that one.
That is the worst race in the galaxy.
Well, it was kind of like forced though. So
they were doing that shit before Frieza came about.
We don't know.
We don't know. Well, somebody will tell us if we know or not.
That nigga put a leash on a planet. That's crazy work. Oh, who you think would win, Nail or Piccolo?
Piccolo.
Why?
That being said, actually, I don't know. Because I have no idea if I'm being honest.
Me either. I thought about that when I saw Nail.
Yeah, I was curious if Nail or Vegeta would win at the point that Vegeta ran up on him.
Oh, yeah. Vegeta probably got his shit beat, bruh.
I'm ready. That was before he got the second Zenkai boost. Well, the third Zenkai boost because he got
one when
he got one when he came back.
Then Zarbon.
Then the third one after he got beat by Raccoon. So before the third one, I'm curious who would have won that fight.
It'd have been a good fight though.
Yes, it would have.
That'd have been a really fucking good fight.
Yeah.
Yo, one thing that I actually like how Akira Toriyama did the story is so many things would have changed if certain things didn't happen. What I mean by that is if Goku would have showed up, well, first off, if he would have never got his body changed by Ginyu, he wouldn't have had to heal.
And gotten that last Zenkai boost that he absolutely needed.
Now, my thing is, Dende had to die because if Goku was there and Dende was alive, he'd have kept getting Zenkai boosts. They would have beat Frieza a little bit easier with Goku around. So I like how how Akira Toriyama did that.
Yeah, there's a lot of if this happened, this wouldn't happen throughout the entirety of Dragon Ball Z. So yeah, just imagine if Raditz didn't show up. I feel like eventually Frieza would have caught on to Earth. He was already like when they won Namek, already plotting his next course.
But let's be real, Frieza was only interested in a planet that had good resources that he could flip.
Earth
did, from what they were saying, it was off the radar because it didn't have good resources.
I'm not believing that.
Well, compared to other planets, them niggas, like, look at their technology. They probably got access.
Say Earth was a hidden gem because if you look at the planet in totality, maybe not. But if you pay attention to Bulma's dad, that's your resourse. Well, he is a planet's worth of resources.
He's definitely good. But they had like I was watching this shit while I was watching the show. You remember when Captain Ginyu made them do the after he came back with the Dragon Balls, he made these niggas audition. You remember when he's like, all right, time to dig a hole. Mm-hmm. When he was running, you hear the noise. A shovel just appeared.
Did it?
Yes. Because they was running with their hands and they were just like, and then a shovel was in their hand. They materialized that shit. And I'm pretty sure them niggas was too weak to have a power that did that.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah, like, so they have access to a great technology. Oh, yeah, man. Like I told you, I've been watching Windbreakers. That nigga Suo, the boy with the eye patch, that nigga got drip.
Yes.
That nigga got style.
I thought he was the drippiest of all of them.
Bruh. Nothing's wrong with his eye.
Why does he have an eye patch then?
I don't know if there's anything wrong with his eye for real. He just Kenpachi-ing these niggas.
Right, say this nigga just puts a burden on himself because he know he can beat everybody's ass. Okay,
bro,
I'm a limit my field of vision and still beat your ass. You can come at me with a right hook. I'ma still see it with my right eye.
Yeah, my nigga, like, if you look at the first 2 episodes of the second season, these niggas was stomping. When they walked home after they won that fight, he is the only one with no marks on.
Oh shit, you
not right. A single scratch.
He ain't get.
He didn't lose an earring.
That nigga was like, bruh, I'm not. You see my high heels on? Thugging
that shit, bro.
Beating ass.
Thugging that shit, bro.
I could not understand how people used to fight with those clogs on.
Bro, that's training, my nigga.
Like even what's his name from Samurai Champloo, Mugen? This nigga had high heel clogs on and was beating ass with them shits. He was standing on wood planks and was beating ass with them. Like doing all kinds of flips and twists and shit. Beating ass. Nah, bro. He kicked a nigga in the face with them clogs on.
Nigga, Samurai Jack was fighting against demons.
With
clogs on. In cold weather with that flimsy ass cloth on. With clogs on in the snow.
This nigga was climbing through mountain Everglades shit with a fucking gi on and high heel clogs and a sword. That was it.
And not losing. Not losing. He should have lost to I can't remember the villain. I can't think of the villain name right now.
You talking about the last dude? Mm-hmm. I forget his name too. It's already on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember it.
Yeah. Oh man, I remember it was a game like when I was in the military. We played this game called it was a Cartoon Network Smash game. So you had like Samurai Jack, you had like Captain Planet, you had young Ben 10, old Ben 10, you had the Powerpuff Girls, you had shit like that, right? Mm-hmm. One of the villains on the Powerpuff Girls who was like the cross-dresser, the red dude, when you click on his name, like everybody like Samurai Jack, Powerpuff Girls, him. I was like, oh, that shit's hard, nigga. That shit was so hard. That shit, I loved that shit though.
That's crazy.
Man, bro, when I tell you we had brawls on that game, bro.
I never played it.
Yeah, it was fun. Everybody had like their own quirkiness, just like on Smash. But yeah, Samurai Jack, nigga, I'd be clearing the field with that nigga.
This week we watched
66 to 74.
66 to 74 Dragon Ball Z, which is
Goku first showing up on motherfucking Namek
and running through the entirety of the game.
This nigga pulled up. He was just like, okay, damn, that's a big ass power level. Damn, that's another big ass power level. But
why don't I feel Gohan?
These niggas about to die? I was like, yeah, nigga.
Like he knew they were about to die so hard. When he finally did sense them, he saw them dying in his head. I was like, God damn, nigga.
Gohan blank-eyed and shit. He like, oh, son! Instead of him just flying regularly, he did Kaioken to get there.
It turned into a red flash.
Nigga, that shit, that's a hard-ass entrance.
All you see, like, when Raccoon looks off to the side and is like, what the fuck is that? You see a red dot, and in a second,
he's here.
He's here. Landing on the ground like, God damn, he moved. He was on the other side of the planet. And it's crazy, too, how they, throughout the entirety of the fight, they say Goku's power level is only 5,000. And Vegeta notices, he's like, no, he's just accelerating and decelerating his power levels so advancedly that the scouters don't even pick up the fact that he's doing it.
And that's when I brought this up last podcast, and I hate that they make Goku so stupid, like later on, because they were just like, oh, Jiren usually holds his strength until right when he's about to hit you and explode it. I'm like, Goku does that.
He's been doing that for a while. That's why in my head, I don't give a fuck what's happening in Super. I don't pay attention to it.
Nah, that hurt my feelings. But this nigga pull up. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you dealing with somebody with a broken neck, do not do that shit like how Goku did. Because he was shaking his son.
You are not medically, professionally trained to be adjusting a broken neck child's head the way you did. You just toss his head to the side.
He said, Gohan! Look at me, son! I was like, what the fuck is wrong with him?
Daddy's here. He is dead.
That nigga, Dad, is that you? He was like,
they was like, what the fuck did he just do?
He was like,
Raccoon, you killed him, right? Like, I felt his neck crunch on my toes. Yes.
He was like, bro, he just touched him and he had power. What the fuck is going on? We fighting Jesus? He was like, oh, bro, we got to deal with this.
And just like he did when they fought, before he fought Nappa, Goku just having casual conversations, walking from one side of the battlefield to the other battlefield.
First off, Goku responsible as a bitch for him to go through all that training in 100 times gravity and not using too many senzu beans. He still had enough for at least, Krillin and Gohan, and then I have one if I need it.
This nigga was Zenkai boosting and didn't even know it.
Didn't even know it. Man, he gets Gohan. Everybody's astonished, and he just walks casually over to Krillin, and then just gave Krillin. He was like, he did that shit again. He just touched him, and he's like, oh, these niggas was down. But nah, the part that had me crying, laughing, because Krillin trying to tell him all. He was like, yeah, we had to fight. We seen villages of dead Nameks. Goku just looking at him. I really want to touch his head. He right there.
It's like he's never actually let me just touch his head before.
He's like, Goku, let me see. Shh. Goku, this is weird. He said, what are you doing? Who's I just read my mind. Don't do that dumbass shit no more. Get your hand off my shit.
He's like, you did what? He's like, I know you can like move things with your mind. You read my mind? Yeah, since training 100 times gravity, me getting stronger has made my telekinesis stronger.
Oh my God. What the fuck was that? I ain't never heard of that move. The fuck was that? That nigga had a stroke mid-pod. He said, telekinesis. Get up.
That's the name of the attack he did.
Stabilize his neck. So he was just like, word. He was like, all right, I know what's going on. We good. Vegeta, catch. They was like, you giving him a sensu bean, bro. Raccoon was smart. He was like, shit, I was trying to get that bitch.
That shit went through the hole in his teeth.
He gave it to Vegeta. He was like, what the fuck? He said, eat it. He was like, I do not usually take candy from strangers. For some reason, I trust Goku on this one.
Even Gohan was like, yo, Pops.
How the voice actor did it, he said, Dad, why you do it? I cried on that part. He said, Dad, why you do it? He said, look at Vegeta. I was like, you didn't say anything just now, Gohan. I was laughing so hard.
Vegeta took that shit and had a mean Zenkai boost.
Bro, this nigga got so swole, he lost his neck.
That nigga was tearing through his armor.
Bro, and it's supposed to be stretchable.
He's that same armor he wore when he went Ozaru, and it didn't do any of that shit. It just did. He was tearing through it.
This nigga said, "Oh, my chest! He said, what did you give me, Kakarot? The gains!" This nigga said, "Why does it feel like I'm having a heart attack?" Oh, I got stronger. Okay, I can feel everything again.
God damn.
Okay,
thank you.
So this nigga, in Goku fashion, stunts on this nigga, bro.
He's like, all right, y'all. So I'm gonna go handle business now. It's like, are you sure? There are 3 of them. Nah, I got it. Steps up to Raccoon. It's like,
he said, yeah. So you only got 4 teeth, bitch ass nigga. Like, Goku, what? We're not doing insults today.
He starts going,
you're not really that good at them anyway.
No, you're not. Cut it out.
But then, bruh, when like this nigga, he was just like, oh, he said, okay, Goku. He just kept trying to punch Goku. Goku just dodging that shit easily. Quick as a bitch. Raccoon was just like, oh, so you fast, huh? Almost birder fast. He came up with a technique to be able to fight that shit off. I don't know. I think he was just gonna blow everything up.
Absolutely. He said, I'm about to eradicate everything you see. From the horizon line to the horizon line. It's about to not be a line no more.
Yeah.
Hit that little pose where he put both his fists on the ground, started powering up.
That nigga said, Raccoon, eraser, go! I'm like, Jesus. This nigga made him swallow that bean. This nigga had key indigestion. Wow, bro! I bet you that air around that nigga was funky as a bitch.
Oh my God,
this nigga was ass up
and stayed there,
bro. Unshowered Ginyu force. Hell no.
After all the little beams he took and rolling through the mud and shit he'd been doing too, from fighting Vegeta and Gohan. Yeah, that nigga's funky.
Yeah, that nigga got swamp ass and just letting it air out.
And after they just space traveled to get to Namek, so you're sitting in one place for a while, getting space sweaty, and from the pods straight to the battlefield. Yeah, them niggas stink.
Bro, I bet you that nigga's funk is flammable.
You light up a match around that nigga, it is over.
Like if you really notice, Birder has white eyes, but then by the end of that funk, his shit was red.
Birder did not have white eyes.
No, he did. Not at all. That shit was pungent.
But he hit that nigga in his sternum and dropped him in place. And he stayed there.
And he's just like, yep. He said, my nigga, you left yourself wide open. So I attacked.
You know what's so crazy too? I'm jumping ahead a little bit. There was a point when, Jason and Birder did their little combined attack and shot all them key blasts at Goku. Goku never moved from the spot that he dropped Raccoon.
No, and he was protecting Raccoon's body.
They were shooting those blasts while Raccoon was right there without any regard for the fact that Raccoon was in that same spot. That's crazy.
You know how scary that is? Like, they gave us a little piece of it. But while he did that attack, that purple flash attack shit, and Goku blocked all the beams, Bulma was minding her fucking business. Just bitching.
Yep.
He was like, these little ass niggas, when is Goku gonna get here? I'ma slap kaboom, nigga. I swear everything I love, that'd be a fucked up way to go. Like, you were collateral damage. That shit just went everywhere. Where did those other beams go? Nigga, that's terrifying. You go like that, you didn't even see that shit coming. Them beams was zooming there.
Just out of nowhere, you're a puddle. Mm-hmm. You went from bitching to puddle. That's crazy.
Nigga, you was watching Gullah Gullah Island and you just died. As I said, come and let's be. Just go. Nigga, that would fucking suck.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Nah, I'm cool.
But this nigga dropped him easily, right? Then this nigga Jason Birder was just like, let's stun on this nigga.
They started playing Ring Around the Rosie around that nigga.
Like, they was just like universally bucking at that nigga for real.
Real shit.
It was flying up. What nigga? Oh shit, he ain't moving.
Keep pump faking him.
Bro, and then it was one time when Jason was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm gonna actually attack him this time. He flew up to Goku and then like his like projection got huge. He's oh my god, a Megazord! That nigga flew the fuck
He really
off.
did. That shit felt like the One Punch Man Death Punch. Mm-hmm. He flew at Goku's back and all he felt was Goku huge behind him. He stopped in place and flew away.
Flew the fuck away.
He was like, what is that? Hell nah. This presence is just spiritual pressure, Ichigo.
Bruh. And it was so funny. They just kept talking shit. Jace had the nuts to fly in front of Goku. And he was just like, you think you're tough? We're the Ginyu for... I was like, nigga, y'all fighting. Why in the fuck you gonna go straight into a nigga face, hands down, and just be like, nigga, this the set I rep.
Again, this is why I say these niggas don't train. You don't go in front of an opponent with your hands down, talking shit. What, a good 3 feet away from him. You're in punching range.
I'm gonna say this though. Their pose before the fight, hard as a bitch. That nigga Chase was like, yeah, Chase. That nigga Berta was like, and I am. That nigga turned, swung his arms. I was like, hey, nigga. You talking about that don't do anything. That's a power boost. The fuck you talking about, Goku? You didn't put your heart in it. That's why it was ineffective with you. Fuck no.
That was so funny, that part later on when he's posing with Ginyu.
Bro, and
he was like, this does nothing. Ginyu's like, excuse me, nigga?
He said, first off, wrong leg up.
Fix it. That's why it ain't doing shit.
Dumbass nigga. He said, how do you think we all got different moves? He's the one nigga the fastest in the universe. I can body change. Another nigga can stop time. Why do you think we can do that? And we're mutants, but ain't nothing to do with that.
I mean, we got it at birth, but that's besides the point.
That's besides, I was posing out the pussy. Fuck you talking about?
Fucking my mom lining all up.
And while in the midst of battle, they fighting for their lives. Ginyu is doing auditions for the new members. He didn't know them niggas was dead.
He didn't.
He was just like, hey, I need a backup Ginyu force.
I never know what's gonna happen. I left them niggas alone. Normally they're good. I don't know about this one. Recruits.
So, you know what we gonna work on first? Battle tactics, our key level, telekinesis, pose.
Madonna music playing in the background.
I was like, pose? Pose! that nigga, one nigga said, I'm Goose. That nigga said, Erbach. I was like, bro.
One nigga did spirit fingering.
He was like, nah, something ain't right. We got too many members. Grabbed the nigga and just threw that nigga to the background. Do you remember on Toonami, they always showed that?
They did?
Yeah, with Ginyu throwing a nigga out into the distance. I loved that visual, bro. That shit is hard.
Ginyu,
that nigga he just grabbed that nigga through his ass. He's like, Taco Tuesday? I was like, Jesus.
You know, that's how Gildo was able to actually join the Ginyu force. His pose was just so hard that Ginyu was like, I gotta have this one. He ain't even really that strong. I gotta have him on the team.
That little shit when he just doing that shit, hand on the elbow, fist up. It's literally the period at the end of this Ginyu sentence. That shit is beautiful, nigga. Beautiful.
This nigga Ginyu is a trip, yo. Frieza's gone and he's just like, I gotta get some more niggas. Like, the boss is gone, so the boys will play now.
And he was just like, all right, we got the 4 that we need. All y'all didn't make it. It was like, thank God. Thank God, huh? Beat the shit out of them for failing. That's fucking...
He's like, so, get your shovels, boys. This ain't to get the Dragon Balls. It's to bury the rest of the crew.
Hell yeah, nigga.
I just had lunch with him. You can join him.
He was like, shit, nigga. He said, it's time to warm him up. Get your pipe. It's dedication too. How do you do, motherfucker? It's Ginyu, baby.
Just imagine you out recruiting other niggas, not realizing that your team is dying from one nigga.
They go back to the fight. These niggas, Goku finally just was like, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna let these niggas get close.
This nigga blocked their attacks and then just flex them away.
And then that nigga's like, I ain't gonna even lie. Every time I see that part, I think about a bridge because when he's like trips them up, he's like, Goku time. shot them niggas away. That shit was hard as fuck, bro.
If a nigga flex and the gust from his flex creates a tornado,
shot them niggas the fuck away.
It's time to pack it up.
And Birder ain't shit. He was like, hey, let's pack this nigga up, Jace. He was like, hell yeah. You
go first.
You go first. He was like, yeah, let me fight him. But you take point. He was like, point?
What?
Hey, shoot your volleyball attack. And then when he moves, I'm gonna fight the nigga. He was like, okay.
All right.
Okay, all right.
Spike!
This nigga did that shit and he smacked that bitch to Birder.
And then his Birder, what happened after that?
Birder dodged out the way and then he went to go to attack Goku. And got hit. He hit him so hard, it kicked him in his back and elbowed him down. This nigga flying way too fast to the earth. He was gonna die. And then Goku aggressively caught him. Think about the whooplash he felt. This nigga
instantly stopped in place like that, bent over.
And this nigga just threw him. And Jace was just like, oh, you think you tough, huh? I'm calling my daddy. This nigga flew. Goku was like, that's a terrible friend. He was like, bro, they still alive. They gonna walk funny, but they
that was
still be
so
good.
crazy when he said they gonna walk funny for a while, but they'll be all right.
Throw some dirt on that shit. This nigga Chase flew off and he was like, man, bro, let me tell you about my flight. Y'all took 6 months? Shit, nigga, my shit was 5 days. 6 days. I can't count. Out of nowhere, Vegeta just leg dropped this nigga Birder on the throat. He was like, Vegeta, what are you doing? Cleaning up the trash. Big Bang Attack killed Raccoon. He said, you don't know how to be merciful. That nigga said, fuck you. I was like, damn. I want to hear that shit.
He's like, I don't care how strong you are, nigga. You still a bitch. Like, I still beat you.
Yeah, so shut the fuck up. Out of nowhere, this nigga pulled up with his daddy. He was like, first off, y'all nigga don't look alike. That ain't your father. You don't have horns.
You know what's crazy? When Jace did make his way back to Ginyu, when he first started speaking to Ginyu, Ginyu's like, so you ran away is what you're saying. So what you're saying is I was right to recruit other niggas to replace y'all.
In the first fucking place.
In the first fucking place. So I wasn't wrong. My instincts are always correct, Jace. He was like, so, you're off the team now.
He said, the only way that you can get the fuck back on my team, be a real nigga, a team player in the Ginyu Force, pose. I was like, yo, this nigga is a devout Ginyu Force captain leader, bro.
That nigga started whipping his hair. Ow!
Yeah, that nigga said, oh, yes. I was like, he had to put some gumption in that shit.
He really did. He was like, all right, you're back. Let's go.
He said, let's get it.
Ride out on
He said, what happened? Everybody dead. What?
I left y'all alone for 30 minutes max. What happened? It was 3 of them.
And he was just, then after that fight, Goku, Gohan, Krillin, and Vegeta just sitting there. And Krillin was like, hey, I understand you gave us sensu beans. Why the fuck you give it to him? He was like, well, y'all niggas would have died from that nigga who did the time stop. He was like, oh, yeah. You did invade my space, you bitch ass nigga, dog. You saw what I did in my alone time. Man, fuck.
Krillin really was. When Goku was reading his mind, I was like, the thoughts in Krillin's head. Because Krillin is nasty nigga, if we want to be real.
Yeah, I just kept
the thoughts in his head.
He was like, Dude, there's just crazy shit popping up. And he was like, don't say that shit on my racist app. I was like, what the fuck was wrong with you, Krillin?
He was like, I hope you don't see my browser history in here. God damn.
Whew. He was like, bro, I don't have an incognito thing on my mind, so this nigga seeing all the fucked up shit I was thinking.
Ew. Like, damn, he gonna see that I dated a bitch that looked just like Boma.
He was like, Krillin, question, what's up? Why do you and Roshi watch movies like that together?
Ew.
We roommates. It's one TV.
It's one TV in there, nigga. What am I supposed to do? He got a whole upstairs that I haven't seen.
He's like, but y'all can just watch regular TV. What I saw y'all watching was Backdoor Sluts. Hey, your son's here. Your son's here. Your son is here.
He is only 5.
My God.
He doesn't know what that means.
He's like, calm the fuck down.
As they're just talking shit, Ginyu and Jace pull back up. He's like, I bought my daddy. Ew. What?
Why does he got veins in his head? He must have got a lot on his mind. Bro, this nigga got veins so tough, this nigga holding back like fucking trade secrets or something. He got a lot to say.
He does.
He's like, you don't even know what Raccoon used to do. Keep that to yourself, sir.
Please.
Keep that to yourself.
I don't need to know. But these niggas.
He's like, hey, he's a Krillin Gohan. I'm gonna need you to go get them balls. Dragon Balls. Okay. Dragon Balls. All right.
Goku, please clarify for next time.
Jesus Christ.
What is wrong with you?
He said, but me and Vegeta, shit, we about to duff these niggas off right now. Ain't that right, Vegeta? Vegeta?
This motherfucker.
And you know what's so crazy? Like how this dub was, it kind of told you that Vegeta was gonna go that way. When I was a kid and Vegeta just took off, I was betrayed. He said, I was like, Vegeta, we trusted you. Nigga, we gave you a Sensu. You a Z fighter now.
Before we even knew what Z fighter meant.
And I think Krillin and Gohan went to go find the Dragon Radar.
Yeah, they were supposed to go get the Dragon Radar, use that to go find the Dragon Balls while Frieza was away.
Yo, you know what's so funny? When they was chilling and waiting for Jason, Captain Ginyu to show up, these niggas, Krillin and Gohan, was just in their own world having a good time. They was like, yeah, when we get the Dragon Balls, we're going to have some beautiful wishes. This nigga Vegeta said, what fucking world do y'all live in? I died on that part.
He really was. He was like, y'all really don't know where y'all are, huh?
He was like, bro, these niggas be killing people. We on a war zone.
Y'all talking about mercy.
He was like, y'all over here holding hands, dancing, being happy, and it's a fucking dead body 5 feet away from your daddy's bloody shoes.
Like, y'all do realize this whole planet is a graveyard, right?
It was, bro. I forgot.
And I'm partially responsible for it.
Well, one village, but you know.
Like, this whole planet is a graveyard. There's only 4 Namekians left on this bitch. Y'all playing too much.
5.
Y'all playing too much.
So this nigga, bro, what was it? Ginyu versus Goku. We don't ever get like fighting scenes like that no more. Like back and forths.
No, not at all. It's either completely one-sided or completely one-sided.
Mm-hmm. Like that was just a beautiful back and forth because them niggas was going.
They really were.
And then it's so funny because you kind of got the misconception that, you know, because it was at one point when he was fighting with Ginyu, them niggas was throwing at it, and then Goku like dashed out the way, and then Jace shot a beam at him. Goku dodged that shit, and this nigga put Captain Ginyu put Goku in a full Nelson. He was like, oh, I'm done. He said, this nigga strong, but let me go. This nigga Ginyu just looking, not saying anything. That's even scarier.
It really is.
And so you kind of get the misconception that this nigga Captain Ginyu was an honorable warrior because he just let him go. And he was just like, nah, you think that I'm just some fucking warrior and it's all nice and sweet out here. I just like beating on weak niggas. I was like, bro, that's crazy.
He shot a beam at Jay, said, you ever do that shit again, I just let you back in the fucking Ginyu Force and you acting up already?
He said, you want to know, you pissing me off? It's only one fucking way for you to get back in my good graces. Pose. This nigga has low standards.
It really does.
He was like, hey, bruh, all right, we kind of dragging this little fight off a little bit.
By a lot.
So how about we do this? I know you holding your power back. Get to your fucking maximum and then see what we can do.
This nigga Goku shook space.
Bruh, he started charging up and planets lit up.
Exactly. He shook space. Space is an empty void and he shook it.
That's terrifying.
That's absolutely crazy. Ginyu was like, man, this shit ain't nothing. Oh my God.
That nigga said, I'm 125,000 power level. We good. That nigga said 60 and climbing. He said, well, I kind of guess this nigga was like 75,000. 80 and climbing. Oh, whew.
It still ain't up there with me though.
100,000. Okay. Ooh, that's close. All right. That nigga said, 125,000, Captain. That nigga said, fuck! Flew to the water. I was like,
why is this nigga having a panic attack? Even Goku was like, I guess he had to cool off.
that speed was crazy, though.
It really was. That nigga was from sky to sea in 0.13 seconds.
It probably didn't, it was like 0.00005. That nigga said, fuck! Goku's like, what's wrong with him? I don't know. Like, what the fuck? Nigga got right back to it.
He had a full conversation with Jace while still powering up.
Yeah, and then this nigga, Captain Ginyu, flew in water, came out of hard rock.
They're grabbing his head.
He was like, what the fuck is this nigga doing? Jace, move! Rock smash!
Jace, did it kill him?
No. It didn't even pass his aura. But let's be real. That's the best Kaioken has ever looked. His hair looked like it was on fire, nigga.
Yes.
That shit was beautiful, bruh.
Yes.
I was like, yo, they don't give that rendition of Kaioken often.
No.
That shit was so fucking hard. He said, who is this guy? Isn't he saying, what is your name? He said, I am Phoenix. I was like, oh my God. Get this crazy bitch out of here.
No wonder he knows telekinesis.
Too motherfucking shade. Touche. That was good. You said it incorrectly though, but it's cool. You know, no, you said it right the first time. You're like telekinesis, okay?
Telekinesis.
Yeah. Telekinesis. I was like, meanwhile, this nigga, it goes back to like Guru and Dende. Dende was just like thinking of an album because he was outside the ship just chilling. And this nigga, bro, I honestly don't feel like they give a fuck about Guru because they didn't give this nigga a TV. This nigga just eyes closed for hours.
Even at a certain point, he's like, Dende, who is it? I can't see. God damn, he fading.
No, I think he was lying because he was just like, he said, where's Nail? He said, look, bottom left. Nail pulled up. He said, who's that at my door? I was like, nigga, you knew it was Nail. But then he was just like, why are you here, my nigga? He was like, bro, I'm sorry, I can't, which a real nigga move. He's like, bro, I couldn't leave you on your last hour, my nigga. I'm sorry. He was like, Nail, you a good fucking man. As soon as I seen that, I just seen like, you know, the little memes they be doing on like Instagram when it shows like, remember at the end of the Batman movie when he saw Bruce Wayne in another fucking country? And it was just like,
just tipped his glass at him.
yeah. He was like, Nail, you a good man. He said, you're a good man, Arthur Morgan. And then this nigga was just like, all right, Dende, I'm gonna need you to go and give the password to the Earthlings. He's like, okay. He said, but before you go, Goku gave me an idea. he said, what you about to do? Touch my head? Then
my thing was, what power was he unlocking in Dende that he never uses?
Probably healing, because I guess so.
I guess because he was able to heal.
Because he charged this nigga up, gave him like unlocked his potential. And he said, do you feel any different, Dende? Hell yeah. Oh, shit, what the fuck up with my voice right now? Get used to the power, it'll go down. All right, my nigga. It's going to do wonders for my album. I was like, hell yeah, nigga. Get the Dragon Balls.
I was trying to think of an album name that he would have.
I'm about to say, get the Dragon Balls or die trying. But nah, so it goes back to him fighting Ginyu. Ginyu sitting here like going a little crazy. Jake's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He was like, bro, you good? He was like, actually, I'm real good. Take my scouter, my nigga. He's like, take your scouter. He said, what the fuck is your problem? He said, I'm gonna need it in a minute. He was like, you gonna, oh, I know what you doing, nigga.
Ginyu was like, this nigga has given us mercy 7 times in 5 minutes. He clearly has a weakness. He's sensitive. I'm gonna use that to my advantage.
Which was smart.
He really was.
I ain't mad at
he's
that
stronger than me, but he isn't as ruthless.
This nigga charged up his fist for an episode and a half.
Yeah.
I was like, what the?
This is the point when Dragon Ball Z starts to get a little ridiculous with how long shit lasts. I said last pod, we're going to be covering the Ginyu fight. I only thought it was going to be maybe 5 episodes.
No, I remember as a kid, I felt like Ginyu was in Goku body for a week.
Yes. I was like, God damn, this shit going on. Captain Ginyu and Goku fought for 2 episodes straight. They went to side shit happening. Bulma had a whole nother adventure while these niggas were still fighting.
This nigga charged up his fist, punches himself in the chest. This nigga started going further in his chest too. That shit's crazy.
To have the willpower to deal with that pain is crazy.
He said, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? He was like, all right, he charging up. He about to do his last attack. Goku ready. He was like, let's get it.
He's like, I don't know what he's doing, but I'll be ready for it.
This nigga said.
And then he stood there and watched him shoot a beam out his mouth into his mouth.
Mm-hmm. This nigga said, Goku, what is he doing? Oh!
I'm like, bro, you have dodged and evaded everything up until this point, and you let a nigga shoot a beam in your mouth. What? Oh my God.
Goku's an eater.
Then Goku's like, why do I feel a pain in my chest? Looks down, like, I'm purple.
This nigga said, me? Why is it me over there, not me?
Why is me, not me?
Then this nigga just dropped out the sky. I fucking died on that
I was like, Ginyu, how hard did you hit yourself? This nigga collapsed his whole lung.
Yeah. Then these niggas fly to Frieza's ship where Vegeta was flying to, gets there.
This nigga Vegeta was having way too much fun.
No, he was flying over the ship. These niggas just sitting here, just chilling and shit. He was like,
practicing that Ginyu poses.
He said, you. These niggas said, I don't know what the fuck that was. Sniper shot that nigga at the top, bro.
He started playing with them niggas too much. Landed on the ground and started walking past all of them. They were like, oh my God, it's Vegeta.
You talking about when they got in the ship?
Yes.
Bruh.
My thing is, y'all see who it is. Y'all see what he's doing. Why are y'all just creeping behind him like he's not Vegeta of all people?
Yeah, and then one nigga was just like, you're under arrest. They shot at this nigga. Shot the shit.
In the name of Frieza.
Bruh, and then the one dude, bruh, he caught it bad because he tried to sneak Vegeta from behind, tried to punch him. He back fisted, broke his helmet. Ooh. So your face got crushed in a helmet. Ooh. And then the nigga who shot the beam, he blocks the beam, but then lets it like the ricochets turn into small energy and just let that shit go to kill the other niggas.
Vegeta was having too much fun. I like how also when he's flying to Frieza's ship, he's having an inner monologue with himself, and he's like, yeah, so what am I gonna do? Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll wait for these clowns to go get the password, and then as they're summoning the dragon, I'll sneak in to get my wish. I'm such a genius.
He's like, one thing I learned about this whole ordeal is I am the smartest nigga alive. I was like, okay.
I won't lie, he kind of was.
He was thinking smarter because he's been in battlefields.
That nigga, from the moment he landed on Namek, was outthinking almost everybody on the planet. Mm-hmm. That's why I miss the smart characters.
Yeah, so and like he just like, bro, all right, so I can't find the Dragon Balls. They're not on the ship. So where the fuck are they? They was like, oh, it's 2 power levels coming over here.
This nigga had, from the time he got to Frieza's ship, killed all the henchmen there. Took a shower, dried his clothes, blow dried his hair, brushed his teeth, clipped his toenails, everything before Gohan and Krillin made it back there.
Yeah, he was up in the bathroom. He was like, but the pounds in the trash can for G to do the dishes. Nobody fuck with my kitchen. He said, bought the old school, then I sat it on 6s. He said, how you do, Vegeta? Yeah, Vegeta got the bitches.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He was feeling it so much.
He washed his clothes and dried them.
That's crazy.
That shit's crazy,
He's
bro.
like, damn, this is a whole new fit right here. This shit feel nice.
Bro, chilling.
Who's that approaching?
He was like, I got these niggas. Found out, and it's so crazy because when he felt the power levels, he was just like, when these niggas come and show up with the Dragon Balls, I'm going to kill them. Then he seen it was Krillin and Gohan. He was just like, I'm going to let them summon the dragon and then just take the wish. His whole mindset towards them was different at that time.
Yes.
He was no longer thinking about killing them.
Because he could have backhanded them and forced them to give him the password or something, but he didn't. He waited for them to do it and then slowly realized that these niggas are idiots and forgot that Goku literally told them you had to have a password. They was like, arise, Shinron. Oh, wait, this ain't Earth. Shit.
He's like, arise with your mighty roar, bust through all these damn skies, and give us the wishes that we want. And go on like, yeah.
Why ain't nothing happening?
Yeah, the sky didn't change.
Normally the balls would glow, right?
That's an interesting way to say it. And then, in the midst of them doing this dumb shit, because Vegeta was just paying attention. That tells you right there that every time it's a fight going on, Vegeta just don't run in. He always just
analyzes.
Yeah, because just like when they fought against the androids, Goku was on his deathbed and Vegeta was watching.
From the skies, observing, waiting.
Yes, he was waiting. So while they were sitting here, he was observing them two. Goku Ginyu pulled up with Jace.
And these dumbass niggas don't pay attention to the fact
One didn't. Krillin didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Gohan was still behind that rock.
Krillin was like, oh, shit, it's Goku. Didn't pay attention to the fact that one, he has a scouter on. Two, he's with Jace.
He's a Goku, you and reforming bad guys, man. Look at you.
Still recruiting them.
He was like, so he a Z-Warrior now, right? Am I going to have to pose? He was like, no, you ain't got to. What the fuck is wrong with your voice, my nigga?
Did you have a pack of Newports before you got here?
He was like, my nigga, you don't smoke. He said, what the fuck is going on? That nigga Gohan said, that's not my daddy. He said, he's right here. He got slapped up hard.
You know what's funny? When Krillin ran up on him, he's like, so you handle Ginyu, right? He was like, Ginyu was a great warrior. How dare you disrespect him that way?
Okay. Ruthless nigga's great warrior. Okay, whatever. But yo, I want to go to this. In the midst of while they was doing all this shit, Frieza pulled up on Guru.
Invited himself in.
Bro, he pulled up and then he was like, you got guest out here. Then Nail just pulled up and he was just like, I love that little banter that they did. He was like, so I went to the fucking, a souvenir shop and they told me about these Dragon Balls. I got the 7. So can you tell me about the password? Nail said, I think you got to talk to the Chamber of Commerce. I was like, oh, that was hard.
Then Frieza was like, unfortunately, the commerce is dead.
He was like, you bitch ass nigga, bro. Bitch ass nigga. And then out of nowhere, you just see 3 power levels coming up, which I didn't know who that was. I was like,
I didn't either. At that point, I thought all the Mechians besides the 2 in front of Frieza were dead.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm like, Piccolo's here. 3. Never mind. No, it's Mechians again. Okay. False
like,
alarm.
Piccolo doesn't wear orange. He hates Goku.
Nice. These niggas pulled up. They were just like, yeah, Nail, you want to get all the glory. That's why you telling us to leave. He was like, no, nigga, y'all gonna die. He was just like, no, I don't got hair to die. I don't know what the fuck. We ain't gonna die, nigga.
We're all bald. We came from the same nigga.
He was like, bro, come on now. These niggas like, all right, charge up your strongest attacks. This nigga Frieza
blew them away by just exhaling. 3 grown-ass Namekians got blown away by an exhale.
And then when he conjured up a tornado, while they in the middle of the tornado, he did it again.
Then grabbed the nigga by the throat. Was like, so do you know the password? This nigga's like,
he said, what, cat got your tongue? He said, okay, I'll let go. This nigga just started dropping from the air. This nigga said, fool. Dude, bro, how he killed that nigga was raw, bro.
He sniped that nigga as he was falling, bounced him off a cliff.
And then he just fell off.
Oh my God, Frieza is ruthless.
And he said, where was I? Oh, password. Chamber is dead. What we doing now, Nail? He was like, oh, since cat got your tongue also, how about I talk to your friend up in that shit? He was like, bro, he's sensitive. He was like, oh, he was like, so you gonna tell me? He was like, no. He said, please don't fuck with him, bro. Like, we revere him. He's like a prophet. Frieza said, oh, a holy man. I was dying on that part. He said, oh, a holy man. Well, I'm revered in the universe as somebody of that stature, my damn self. Shot laser beam to open that shit up. He said, look at making a crib a sunroof. I'm a good interior decorator. I was like, go, Frieza had the bars.
Y'all need some natural lighting in here.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all have 3 suns. Why is there no sunlight getting in here? Let me help.
And he was like, Guru, how's it going? Watching anything good on? Y'all ain't got this nigga a TV? Guru, you missing out, bro.
Niggas watching his daydreams. How could y'all?
I know a person of your stature would love As the World Turns.
I ain't gonna lie. Intervening real quick. So my grandma in the hospital, right? That's all she been watching. Stories?
Yes. She ain't gonna miss her stories.
I'm like, Grandma, what is happening here? She's like, yeah, you know about this man right here? He is a trip. I'm like, Grandma, I ain't never seen this shit in my life.
And you know what's so crazy? his twin is going around messing with all these girls and they think it's him.
Like, he been in this show 20 years and been fucking every girl that done came through here. God damn.
And you know, that's Meredith. Meredith's mother died, so she was in an orphanage her entire life, but she got built by this person because they built her up. Good Lord, she was rough when you seen her.
I'm like, Grandma, what?
And I'm gonna tell you this now. Sit your ass down and watch 2 episodes. Your ass gonna be hooked. You like the whole time the episode dropped, you gonna be like, Corey, you piece of shit. How the fuck he did Robin like that?
Those stories are just one continuous long story that's been going on since the 80s.
And all it is just live action One Piece. I'm telling you.
I'm like, Grandma, I don't know what's happening. I remember seeing this nigga when I was 8.
Boom, boom. I used to love that shit.
This nigga is still on Guiding Light. All right. Like, nah, I have a lifetime career.
And that's why Frieza was upset. They were just like, bro, he would live longer if y'all was watching stories. He will fight for that next episode. He said, so Guru.
Like, I just got to see how this subplot plays out.
Yeah. I want to see what happens to Corey because he need to get his. He said, so Guru.
He's been through a lot. He deserves a happy ending.
So Guru, since they ain't got nothing, they don't really give a fuck about you because they got no TV in here. Will you give me the password? Ooh, cats all around here, huh?
Nobody can speak, huh?
And he was just like, you know what? That's all right. I'm going to whoop it out this nigga right here. He said, you ain't whooping Nail. Nail like, shut the fuck up.
I never volunteered for this.
He said, Nail will beat the wheels off your...
Nail's like, you can't see what I see, nigga. Shut up.
He said, he's been trained in the ancient ways.
Of pottery.
He could beat anybody. He could plant anything and it grows. He's like, bro.
He's been trained in the ways of floristry since before the Great Calamity.
Then he went telekinesis.
You know what?
Then he went telekinesis with Nail. He said, you can win. No, I can't. Yes, you can. Fuck it, man. Hey, we gonna fight. He's like, all right, put your dukes up. He said, not here, my nigga. We on the top of a small ass cliff.
He's like, this is a holy ground, sir. No.
This nigga, they pulled off. They went dumb far. Frieza was just like, hey, nigga, this is far enough.
He really was. He was trying to ask him. He's like, bro, how much further is it? Nell won't saying shit. He was like, so let me show you just a glimpse of power. Teleported in front of him mid-flight.
Simon says, stop, nigga.
He's like, down there right now, or I beat you in the sky.
He's like, I'll beat you down. They flew down. He was just like, well, since you a weak ass nigga, you ain't that strong. Because my power level reader right now, my scouter says, bitch nigga. Trust me.
What if it really possible? Bitch nigga range.
Yeah, he was like, so what I'll do, put one hand behind my back because this one hand is enough to whoop your ass. This nigga said, oh, I'm going to show you the ancient ways that he taught me in. Out of nowhere, this nigga starts hydrating. Bubbles started coming around this shit. I was like, bro, this is not a strong attack. This nigga, bro, went over there, tried to karate chop him. Nothing.
Grabbed this nigga by the forearm, dug into his fucking forearm and ripped that shit off.
Like, told that bitch the fuck off. Then this nigga like, ah. Look at that. All the felines are dead today. So how about that password where you got one hand left?
Then you hear a one-up sound effect from Mario. And arm grows back.
And Frieza, this tells you how smart he is because he got the scouter and noted that. Because he was just like,
that wasn't in a dossier.
Yeah, so let me put this shit and save. Look at this. Life without memory cards. This nigga, bro. And it was at one point when he was fucking up Nail. And Nail was on his knees, bro. He was literally blowing this nigga back out. I ain't never seen, bro. His chest was getting big as fuck. He literally had a pin to the ground and was pushing his shit forward. This nigga Nail, when he gets up, he has to replace his bones. You hear it. It's like... Yeah. But yeah,
that healing factor though.
All right, we're gonna go back to the main fight. When Krillin found out that wasn't Goku, he got slapped up. The part that I laughed at so hard is he was just like, "Y'all niggas think y'all strong? Watch this!" Everybody was like, "Oh." And Chase lied. He was like 180,000. And then
he's talking about Ginyu powering up in Goku's body.
Yeah, and then you hear the little narrator at the end. He was like, 180,000, or is it? I was like, I guess it's not. This nigga's always right.
We about to see next episode. Ginyu is not that powerful.
He was just like, well, he said, check out the scouter, Chase. How strong am I? He was like, 23,000. Now y'all niggas scared. 23,000 is 23,000.
Are you sure? He's like, yeah, and declining rapidly.
But
new body, new me.
And bro, when I tell you, they was like, soon as Krillin realized that his power level was 23,000, he started stunting on him immediately.
He's like, oh, I've been waiting for this chance. I ain't been a one-on-one with Goku since childhood.
This nigga flew at him and teleported away. And then he kicked and missed. Smacked that nigga. Pow! Gohan, get him! He was like, it was his daddy!
Which, like, you learned nothing from Nappa, huh?
But understandably, that is his pops that he just got. Like, his dad just got dropped. Ayo.
After Gohan literally just said, that's not my dad. Now you're saying, daddy!
It was so funny, though. When Gohan was like, everybody's like, oh my God, he got Goku's body. When he seen Goku, because it was so funny, they fighting hard. And they were just like, oh, a new power level, 6 o'clock. Goku just struggling, nigga. Goku,
how you crawling, flying? This nigga was just levitating his way there.
He's not where you are.
Well, I'm just realizing too, in the time it took Goku to get from where he switched with Ginyu to the ship, Vegeta had a whole shower. Frieza beat up Nell. Gohan and Krillin went and got the Dragon Radar and came back to Frieza's ship. All of that happened in the time it took Goku to levitate to Frieza's ship.
Bro, he was bleeding out. That shit, this nigga was bleeding grape soda. That shit, he was dying. Goku pulled up. He was like, Gohan, Krillin, that's not me. We are aware. And then Gohan was just like, bruh, this shit fucking with me. This nigga had imagination of his dad and him on Nimbus as him as Ginyu. That nigga, hey, yo.
He was daydreaming Goku, Goyu at the fucking dinner table eating dinner with them. Like, bro,
Chi-Chi was appalled.
Shit ain't never gonna be the same again.
Bro,
Mom and dad are gonna get a divorce.
Then this nigga Goku, I ain't gonna even lie. I fucking love this scene, and I feel like this is like a part of the essence that later Dragon Ball Z don't catch. Because when Goku was just like, all right, you fighting 2, how about 3? These niggas all pose and hit the same fucking fighting stance. And Krillin was just like, man, this is something else, ain't it?
Krillin's like, I never imagined anything like this.
Nah.
Space, huh?
He's like, bruh, this shit hard.
He's like, the final frontier.
He's like, my nigga, we ain't done this in a minute. Goku, we ain't done this in a minute. I'm fucking up right now because you Ginyu. All right. He's like, let's go. First off, this nigga Ginyu was getting at it, bruh.
Yes.
Against 3 was getting active.
Yes.
And then he was just like, why can't I, Ginyu was like, why the fuck can't I fight too hard? What's going on? He said, oh, the reason, Goku giving him the fucking blueprint to fucking beat him.
You don't know my body. Like, I know my body. You have to be pure-hearted. You have to, like, shut up.
He said, you got to connect your mind and your soul. He was like, I don't understand that. Calm down. Concentrate. Try to connect your my dad.
Shut the fuck up.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Giving him,
he's getting better.
Breadcrumbing this nigga. What the fuck is wrong with you? While Krillin and Gohan getting at this nigga said, hey, Chase, help me, nigga, help me. This nigga says, Chase, like, oh, shit, my bad. This nigga Vegeta said,
Vegeta came and started slapping his shit up.
Bruh, Vegeta beat the shit out. Well, it was close because the first thing he did, he up-kicked this nigga away from the fight. I was like, damn.
Vegeta, where'd you come from?
He was like, oh, he said, you think you can do something with me? He said, I'm a Ginyu Force. You been a bitch. Yeah, nigga, what you gonna do? This nigga's like pulling up his pants like he a street nigga. He was like, before you think that you hard, my nigga, press that scouter. He said, what's pressing the scouter gonna do?
You could.
Oh. No.
It's broken.
He said, yes. Guess who you finna meet today? The other Ginyu Force. Bruh, start whooping his ass. It goes back to the fight with them 3 against Ginyu. Ginyu start picking up on Goku's body a little bit.
Yeah.
He hit Goku down so hard, this nigga had to catch himself with his elbow. This nigga, fuck! Ah, my other lung! he was like, oh, bro, this nigga just knocked out his heart. I hope this never happens to me.
He was like, y'all, beat me up, but be careful about it.
Bruh, facts.
I'm going to need that for later.
He was like, we need to be... No, because Goku, it was just like, we need to be very careful. This is Goku body. Hey, Gohan, slap your damn daddy. Slap your damn daddy right now. Then he go, I don't even know how the fuck Vegeta and Jace got into the ship.
I have no idea. They were in the ship, and then the next time we see them, they're out the ship again.
Yeah, and then they back in the ship, and then Vegeta just running, and this nigga Jace just busts out the fucking jump, pinned this nigga to the wall, tried to punch. Vegeta moved, pulled that shit out. It was nothing but steam, and Vegeta was like, "Ooh, it's terrifying when you don't know where I'm at." This nigga Jace flew straight out the fucking ship.
He's like, he went in his ear, peekaboo. Hell no.
He flew the fuck out. Vegeta followed him, kicks him in the face. Like makes him go like halfway upside down, karate chops hard into his side. Pow! This nigga said, This nigga turned around. Vegeta got 5 fingers saying to the face right there. To this day, because you remember I brought this up before.
Yes.
This nigga was begging for his life.
Really was, no, Vegeta!
He said, no, Vegeta. No. Goku's like, Vegeta, do you always gotta do this? Yes, I do.
There is no mercy in this dojo, Goku.
Big facts. Again, you were just like, oh, nigga, we ain't worried about your ass. If you came over here, I'd duff your ass off.
He started beatboxing.
Bruh.
Go use shit up.
So he double axe handles him down. Flies so fast that he hit the ground. Vegeta got under him and kicked him up. Flew up, knocked him back down. He hit the ground. They was like, Vegeta, no. This nigga Vegeta said, the winner. I was like, bro, he loves stunting on niggas, bro.
He really does. Flew down at him. And he was like,
he was ready to kill Goku body, dog.
He was like, this gonna be my one chance to actually kill Kakarot. I gotta do it. Even if it ain't him, I'll handle him later. He flew at him. Ginyu was like, body change. I'm sure I can connect with that nigga's body just fine. Goku
got in that way of that shit changed. He like, thank God. He was like, yeah. Now back in my body, I'm a real nigga. Come here, oh, I missed.
That shit flew at Bulma.
Bro. Bulma. Oh my gosh.
Oh shit.
And then, bro, this nigga Vegeta took out all his aggression that he had on Kakarot on this nigga's fucked up body. He started fucking up. What's his name? Goyu? Bruh.
Now he started fighting Ginyu back in his body now. Fucking him up.
Bruh, it was one time, I didn't even bring this up, but when he was beating up Goku and Ginyu and Goku's body, when he kicked him up, he flew up, bro. He double axe handled down a nigga in his stomach. My nigga, no wind would have been in my shit no more.
Nah, that's it.
Fuck no.
You gonna
bro.
Nigga, you making a whole beat down there?
I was like, bro, hell no. You struggling and making music.
I'm about to rap to your discomfort.
Like, so... After that, this nigga just start wailing on Captain Ginyu. Goku just like, bruh, he let you win on purpose. This nigga Vegeta did not give a fuck. This is one of my favorite pastimes, to beat up on niggas weaker than me. You think that I'm gonna let you interrupt my fun? This nigga said, bet that. Body change. This nigga Goku threw a fucking knuckleball, learning from Yamcha. Threw that motherfucker. Like, bruh, I felt sorry for that frog. That's horrifying.
As them G-forces that frog got.
You know what's so funny? When Goku first got switched into Ginyu's body and he fell to the ground, the foreshadow was crazy, because as soon as he hit the ground, you see a yellow toad pop in front.
I didn't even pay attention to that.
The foreshadowing was crazy. I was just like, well. So this nigga switched Ginyu's body into a frog. Usually Vegeta would have just shot a beam and killed him, but he didn't. Let him go.
Vegeta was such an asshole. He's like, you don't have to worry about me killing him, Kakarot. I'm not getting toad juice on my fresh new Saiyan boots.
Yeah, on my fresh new Air Force Ones. So he was like, all right, bring Goku into the ship. Brought Goku into the ship. This nigga Vegeta trying to figure out that isolation chamber. Knocked the shit off of the fucking desk. Goku saw that needle, bro. Got full power. That nigga said, "Oh my God, space heroin! No!" Bro, that shit was about to have you done.
Real shit.
Puts him in. I ain't gonna even. I laughed so hard when he put him in the isolation chamber. He said, "Yeah." He said, "What's happening right now is all that Saiyan DNA, which is in the liquid, is gonna go into all his pores and gonna take about an hour for him to recover. But if it was one of the newer models, it'll got him a little bit quicker." Chris was like, "What happened to the newer models?" I broke him, but this one's gonna work. I ain't even making the joke. He said that. I was just like, "That's hilarious." He said it that quick. He said, "I broke it," but. Don't even worry about that. We're going to have to change our outfits. I was dying laughing because Krillin was trying to make nice talk.
He was.
He was just like, "Man, it's real stretchy. Are the boots stretchy, Vegeta?" Shut up. Oh okay. Okay. So they put on nice ass Saiyan fit. These niggas look fresh as fuck. Then Krillin was like, "I'm sorry, Gohan, but I gotta go to Guru. I don't got a good feeling about this." He was like, wait, can I come with you?" Took off running. And all you see is this nigga Gohan with Vegeta behind him.
Wait, really? I don't remember any of that.
Yeah, when Krillin took off to go to Guru, Gohan sitting there with that ugly ass bowl cut with Vegeta right behind him. He like, "Fuck, I gotta be here with this crazy ass uncle." My nigga, that's probably terrifying. Krillin didn't give a fuck about Gohan at that time.
And I like how it shows Vegeta's fatigue. Because that nigga, after everything's finally settled down, he's leaning on the wall. What the fuck is wrong with me? Nigga, you been up for a week straight. That's what's wrong with you. You've been fighting for a week straight. You went from one fight to the next fight to the next fight. Babysitted Dragon Balls. Like, you are exhausted. That's what's wrong.
Your body ain't got no real rest. As soon as it healed back up, you attack freeze the ship.
You Zenkai boosted 3 times in a week. Your body is done for right now. Go take a nap.
Which he ends up doing too.
Yes.
This nigga fell asleep right on the healing tank.
But next week, what is it? 75 through, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll check up in on that shit.
Yeah, I don't know where we're stopping at. We normally do about 10 episodes, so maybe 85, but I got to see where it stops at. I don't like landing on in the middle of something happening.
Yeah.
So we'll tell y'all when we do it next week.